Again, that's 1-800-372-4999. In studio, got a childhood friend of mine. She's in studio, and she's actually, you went to St. Jude as a child. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like what you remember? You also have your dad here because obviously you were a child. You don't remember that much.
So yeah, like we were just talking. You know, I was 13 months old when I was diagnosed. So I don't really remember anything, and I guess that's a blessing in itself. But I brought Dad so he can kind of tell my story and about how he felt when they found out and everything. You know, I still go back to St. Jude about every other year or so. I'm in what they have a life study program. So it's the long-term effects that the chemo is having on my life and how I function on a day-to-day basis and things like that. And, you know, I'm sorry, that's my little boy.
That's okay.
I do that because, you know, without them, I wouldn't be here. So anything I can do to help them and to raise money for them and things like that. You know, I go down, they do all these tests and studies, they draw my blood, they do all the scans, just to see how chemo affects me in my daily life. And, you know, they don't know this stuff. It's constantly being researched, and one of the last things that we were kind of wondering about my life was whether or not I was going to be able to have kids or not. And as you can see, this cute little boy that's sitting here, you know, we overcame that, and everything is great. So I'm perfectly 100% healthy now, and it's all thanks to St. Jude.
That's awesome. That's one thing that, you know, I've mentioned throughout the day today. You hear so many stories about kids who lose their battle against cancer, and you're here living proof that, you know, there are kids out there that make it, and they still talk about St. Jude because it impacted them so much.
Yeah. And, you know, you go down there, and, you know, I was listening to the radiothon earlier, and it's not like any hospital you've ever been to in your entire life. It's all happy, you know.
Yeah.
There's no sadness anywhere, and it's people of all races and religions, and it's just everyone there together, and it's happiness, and it's just really cool to see that. And, you know, it's weird to think that was me when I was younger, being one of those kids pulled around in those wagons and living at the Ronald McDonald House, but like I said, I don't remember any of it.
Well, how old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 13 months old when I was diagnosed.
And that's why you brought your dad here with you.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
What was it like for you when you found out that your daughter had this cancer?
I wish I could describe that. That's not something that any parent ever wants to hear. She'd been sick off and on for probably 6 months. We took her to the hospital to have her admitted to have tubes put in her ears. And her doctor came in and told us that he thought she had cancer. And we had a bone marrow biopsy the next morning, and we were on our way to Memphis.